They've opposed tougher sentences for violent criminals, and they are failing to give the police the powers that they need. It's the same old Labour.
Here, Rishi Sunak is talking about the police criticism. He's answering the police.
The only criminal investigation he's ever been involved in is the one that found him guilty of breaking the law.
Now that is quick.
I've prosecuted countless rapists. And the Prime Minister, I want tougher...
I am determined to hear the questions, whether it's the Leader of the Opposition, the Prime Minister, so I can... Sorry? I think you've got your first customer for tea, Mr. Kurtz. We keep having this little problem. We'll have no more. No then, just a moment. So please, let's get through and let's just show some respect to both people at dispatch boxes. Keir Starmer.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I've prosecuted countless rapists and I support tougher sentences. But you have to catch the criminals first. And when 98% of rapists are not even being put before the court, that's a massive failure on government. And if he wants to go to Armthorpe, which is in Yorkshire, why doesn't he go to that cul-de-sac when he gets out and about in Yorkshire and ask them about those 10 burglaries that haven't been prosecuted? The reality is, after 13 years of Tory government, they've done nothing on standards, neighbourhood policing has been shattered, and burglars and rapists walk the streets with impunity. It's the same every week from the Prime Minister, whether it's the cost of living crisis, crime running out of control, or the state of the NHS. Why is his answer always to tell this British people they've never had it so good?
Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, let me just address the issue the honourable gentleman raised, because I said at the time I respected the decision the police reached and I offered an unreserved apology. But for the avoidance of doubt, Mr. Speaker, at the moment that happened, there was a full investigation by a very senior civil servant. The findings of which confirmed that I had no advance knowledge about what had been planned, having arrived early for a meeting. But he doesn't need me to tell him that. He's probably spoken to the report's author much more frequently than I have.
This is about Sue Gray.
Look, the Prime Minister needs to answer the question. He doesn't need you to... I don't think we need any more. Let's keep it that way. Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, we're getting on. We're halving inflation by paying 50% of people's energy bills and freezing fuel duty. We're cutting...
And it's the same for this side. Mr. Gwynn, I don't need any more from the backbenches here either. Can I just say, let's come... Mr. Fabricant, not again. I'm just quite seriously...
Mr. Fabricant, he with the hair.
Some important decisions are going to be taken. So please, I want to get this House moving on, Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, we're also cutting NHS waiting lists by resolving pay disputes and getting doctors back to work. And, Mr. Speaker, we're stopping the boats with a new bill to tackle illegal migration. That's a Conservative government delivering on the people's priorities.